channel. You're watching Zazie K Creations, and my name is Keisha. On my channel, I am sharing all of my sewing journey with you all, so I do hope that you consider coming along with me in 2025 as I continue on in my sewing journey. And if this is your first time tuning in, I want to welcome you again. Welcome to my channel. I do hope that as you take some time to binge watch some videos, that you will find my content of interest and of value to you, and that you would consider liking this video and subscribing. That way you're able to get all of my content, all notifications as I post new content. So this video, just as the title suggest, I am going to be talking to you all and walking you through, or talking you through, my top 3 makes for 2024. So a lot of people are doing like their top 5 or just their favorite makes overall, but I have 3 that I'm going to share with you, because these 3 are the ones I really felt like, of everything I sewn in 2024, these 3 really rise above the best for me, and I'm going to share those with you today and tell you why these particular garments rose to the top. So the first make in 2024 that rose to the top for me, well, it's not the first make of 2024, but it's one of the makes I did in 2024 of the 3 that rose to the top, is the Simplicity 9679. So this top here, although I did it twice, it wasn't until I did it the second time around that I felt really confident in it. It is a knit top, and it's by Simplicity, as the name of the pattern suggests, as 9679. And I made it using this double brush poly knit, and I actually am wearing some of that fabric that was left over from that bolt on right now in this video. But this top was really special to me because after I did it the second time around, it came together in one day, and I loved the fit. I made it just in time for a date night with my husband, and it was really nice, really cute top. It was just really cute. I love how it fit. It came together nicely. The fabric felt good on my skin. I really enjoyed wearing this top out for our date night. When I did this the second time around, I did have a little bit of an issue because I accidentally sewn together the opening split that you see on this top, and I had to go in with my seam ripper and take it out. But other than that, it came together very quick. It's a very beginner friendly pattern, and I highly suggest it for anyone who's just starting out on their sewing journey and want to do something really quick and easy. I'm using a knit fabric. My only suggestion is that if you're going to use this pattern and make this top, is that you make sure that you get a knit fabric that has a decent amount of stretch, not too much stretch, but just enough to give you a nice fitted look. Because the first top I did, I used a knit fabric I got from Walmart, and it did not have enough recovery. So it looked okay, I think, around the bodice area, but the sleeves were not fitting properly, and it kind of draped a lot around the shoulders. It was just a really bad fit, but I realized it was because I did not choose the proper knit fabric for it. So make sure that if you're going to do this top, that you consider using maybe a double brush poly knit, or finding a knit that's going to give you a decent amount of recovery to have a nice fitted look. But this is number 1 on my list of favorites for 2024. So next up on my list of favorites for 2024 would be Simplicity 9707. It is a very popular button-up top, and I did this in 2024 because I wanted to test my skills in using buttons as one of my make 9 for last year, and I thought this would have been the perfect pattern to choose and to use, and I did that. I actually followed a sew along by Brittany J. Jones to get this done, and I said this is my favorite because it really challenged me in a lot of areas in sewing that I had never done. So it challenged me with putting in pockets, it challenged me putting in buttons, it challenged me in using interfacing, it challenged me with the collar. There were other skills I think I did. I can't recall them all, but this is a really good pattern. It is, I think, considered easy to sew, but it is great for someone, again, who's just starting off on their sewing journey and want to just jump in and maybe learn a lot of different skills in just one pattern. I would say this would be a great one to work on and a great one to choose. Again, this is Simplicity 9707. The only problem I had with working on this pattern was when I worked on the sleeves. So my sleeve should have come down to my wrist, and it didn't, because for some reason when I sewed them on, they weren't lined up properly. So I had to cut the cuff off the bottom of the sleeve and make it a 3/4 length sleeve. So it did take me quite a few hours. I think it took me about 8 to 9 hours to get this done total, over a course of like a couple weeks, breaking up the time. But I would say for me, it was well worth it. It really helped to boost my confidence in sewing. And again, Brittany J. Jones did a really great job in her sew along. Very easy to follow. But yeah, the fabric I used for this was a Saturday Night Live cotton that I saw on sale at Joann Fabric last year. I was going to choose between this fabric and I had the Office also cotton fabric, but I chose to do the Saturday Night Live, and I did that, and it turned out pretty good. I'm proud of what I did with this shirt. And then my third favorite make of 2024 was the Noel Dress by Veronica Tucker. Veronica Tucker, the label, I believe, is the full name of the pattern brand, and I really like this dress a lot. I think this may have been probably of the top 3 the number 1 for me, because it just came together so nice. I felt nice in it. I felt confident in it. The off the shoulder was great for me. The sleeves were great for me. This came together, honestly guys, in like 2 days. And really, if I was able to just sit down and just sew nonstop, I could have gotten this done in 1 day. It was very simple. It was nothing more than 4 rectangles and elastic. And that's it. 4 rectangles and elastic. And I do love the Veronica Tucker brand of patterns, because I feel like what I've seen so far, a lot of those patterns look to be very easy to come together, not complicated at all. And in fact, I think I'm going to do another one of her dresses in this year. Not really sure which ones, but I am going to do at least one of her dresses again this year. But this came together really, really great. I used an Ankara fabric that I purchased from House of Mami Wata, I believe it was. The pattern calls for lighter weight fabric, such as like cotton and linen and things like that. But this Ankara fabric was a little bit on the thicker side, but that's okay. It still turned out really nice. I loved it. I wore it, I think, for anniversary, and I think that weekend it was a little breezy outside, so it was perfect off the shoulder, nice length, nice weight for the weather that we had to deal with on that day. And because I wanted to give a little bit of shape to it, I just went ahead and did a really quick belt. I wanted to do an obi belt. I think it's called OBI, but I didn't have time to get that done in time to wear the dress. But I did a little belt just to kind of bring the waist in a little bit. And again, it turned out really nice. I love it a lot. And I do plan to probably make this dress again this summer, spring and summer, in a lighter weight fabric. And so that is my favorite, I think, my favorite make of 2024. All of these patterns were very beginner friendly. The only exception was the button up top, that although it's beginner friendly, it is time consuming, because there's so many steps and different skills that you have to learn and understand to get it done. But again, if you take your time, follow through on a tutorial, you'll do this with no problem. I hope that this video is encouraging to those of you who are starting off on your journey and not really sure where to start. If you want to just go jump all in and do all the things at once, try out the simplicity top. If you want to do something a lot more low-key, something a little more simplistic, definitely consider doing the Noel Dress. However, if you just want to work with knits and also do something pretty simple, consider doing that knit top I just showed you by Simplicity as well. So again, I want to thank you for stopping by my channel, and if you have not yet liked and subscribed, please do so. That way you will make sure that you get all of my content. And until we come together again, take care and God bless.